Well, my name is Christopher Dodd. I'm a United States Senator from the state of Connecticut. I'm a Democrat, and I've been in the Senate 24 years.
It's been 85 years since the Scopes trial, and it obviously ruled that evolution could be taught in schools, and today there's still debate about that, and in fact now it's even in some schools in Connecticut, people are so afraid of there being a possibility that, that parents might call up complaining that it's not being taught, not even as a theory, but just not being eliminated. How do you feel about that particular issue?
Well, I think it's terribly misguided. I mean, I thought we pretty much established this thing. One's not the choice between evolution or creationism. It need not to be conflictive in my view. I think certainly it's abundantly clear from science that what we're talking about here is evolution. That does not necessarily deny the presence of a supreme being that helped orchestrate and create this evolution that we've talked about here. So I think we're overreaching. For those who want to, the creationists, their goal is to argue that evolution never occurred. That just flies in the face of facts, it seems to me. I don't know that evolutionists, there are some who are atheists or agnostic, but many people who are evolutionists or who believe in evolution as the role of what occurred as we progressed as a species and the planet has evolved over the years, also believe very strongly in the presence of a supreme being. They're not contradictory necessarily. So I'm very uneasy, find it very uneasy that there are those out there who are trying to get school boards and school systems to stop teaching evolution. That would be a major setback. Look, one of the things we're going to have to do in this country is we're going to have the best educated generation of Americans we've ever produced. Thomas Jefferson said at the outset of the 19th century, any nation that ever wants to be ignorant and free expects what never was and never possibly can be. If that was true in the beginning of the 19th century, at the beginning of the 21st century, we're going to have a generation of people that are better educated than we ever believed possible. We've got to really be encouraging people at the earliest stages of their education to get involved in science and math and engineering and critical disciplines if this country has any hope of competing in a global economy. And the idea that in the 21st century we've got people out there taking giant steps backwards when it comes to encouraging people to be involved in the sciences of this nation and the study of them, I think is a great danger sign to me. Again, I believe in God. I think God exists. I also believe evolution exists. I don't think that's inherently contradictory. We need young people to get involved in this. You've got to start standing up. Don't just expect your parents to do it. You've got to stand up in schools and say, I want to be taught what's right here. I want to know the truth. I don't want someone sitting there trying to impose some narrow religious view that's totally negated by facts in this world. I want people and teachers in my classroom giving me the best tools to help me prepare for the 21st century. Not just me alone, but my generation. It's really contrary to your self-interest to allow these people to get away with what they're trying to do.